What up? This is Robert Ory.
Ory, three-pointer. Buries it!
You might know me as Big Shot Bob.
To Ory for three. Oh, unbelievable. This guy is off the charts.
What's going on, Big Shot Bob?
Robert Ory from downtown.
Show number 2 this week. And a reminder, this will be the last show you get from us for a week as Robert Ory, the aforementioned star of this show, is going to China for the NBA. What are you, by the way, I think we've talked about this briefly, but I forget because I'm stupid. What are we doing in China?
I'm one of the ambassadors for the NBA, so
okay, so it's
I have
an NBA.
a tendency to travel globally, and this time I'm just going to do a couple of clinics, have a couple of dinners with some of the sponsors, and then just, a goodwill sort of type.
I like it. I like it. How long are you going to be over there?
I'll be there to the 24th. I get back just in time to celebrate my birthday on the 25th.
Well, look at that. Happy early birthday. How old are you going to be?
54.
54. Okay.
54.
5'4". All right, well, yeah. That pension's in sight. it's in sight, man. You got to have something to work toward in life, goddammit, and that's where we're heading. Yeah. All right, let's dive into this. So, by the way, yes, so just a reminder, we're going to be off next week. But if you ever do have a question for the shoot-around, we're at Big Shot Bob Pod all over the place. You can find us. Question came in from Quentin. I like this. We didn't talk about this story on Tuesday. I'm kind of bummed we didn't, but I'm glad he brought this up. How bad was Kevin Garnett's trash talk? Was he the worst, or were other guys in the league as bad as him that you faced in your time? Steven Adams had to pretend not to speak English to avoid it. So I'm going to play this audio and we'll get your response. This was Steven Adams on a podcast this week, talking about pretending not to speak English so he could avoid Kevin Garnett trash talk.
My confidence wasn't high, man, so I wasn't like trying to get torn down. No, because he's the man with the shit.
Yeah, he
talking,
talks.
Talks, bro. So I was
What
like,
was he saying? What was he yeffing? Was he trying to say
like
something?
he was talking to someone because Kendrick Perkins and KG played together.
Yeah, in
you
Boston.
know what I mean? So like they started mouthing off.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Serious.
And then I was coming in. He was like,
To back up.
Look, yeah, so like, yo, look at them. Okay, and he was just like, said something. I was like, oh, bro, no English, bro. So, no English, bro. And then he was like, and then just didn't say anything. I was like, thank goodness, bro. That would have ruined me, bro. I would have cried.
So I love that he pretended not to speak English until Kevin Garnett wouldn't talk shit to him.
Dang.
It's always funny how these foreign players come in, and then you can see when they get asked a question in English, and then they be like, they want to answer, they pretend they don't know English. Yao Ming did that for like 2 years, pretending he didn't know English. And everybody they're like, motherfucker, you speak English, stop it. So
we've had conversations with you.
Yeah. KG, I think when you watch, KG talked about this on his podcast that he and I got into it one time. And he never really talked trash to me. I think he talked trash to people he didn't really respect. And I don't know. I'm assuming.
I don't remember this. You and KG got into it?
Yeah, it was one moment, me, I'm kind of an asshole on the court sometimes. So he and I would just, like jockeying for position or something. Yeah. And he talks about it. And then one of the refs was like, stop that shit. And so y'all go in the back and handle it. And he's like, well, we can do that. And then it was like, and then we looked at each other and we just went back to playing basketball. So it was nothing. So I don't think KG ever talked trash to me. But nobody's worse than Reggie Miller. Gary Payton.
Well, Gary Payton was, we had Gary on the show. He made an art form out of it.
But KG, I've never heard it, so I can't really comment on that.
Who talked the most shit to you? Do you remember?
Charles Barkley.
Chuck did. Wow.
Chuck did. It's something about them Auburn guys. Chuck.
Oh, of course.
Well, because you're an Alabama guy.
Yeah,
obviously, it's something about those Auburn guys. Yeah.
Chuck and the Rifleman. Those are the only two that really talk shit.
Okay. Interesting. We did get this week as well. Michael Jordan's off the court earnings for the last week was announced by Ernie. You see, by Nike, I should say. Holy balls! Jordan's earnings from Nike in 2023 was $329 million just in 2023. For context, that was more than LeBron, Kevin Durant, and Steph Curry made on and off the court combined.
That's crazy.
In 2023, which was just over $311 million. Oh! What was the best investment you made in your playing days or since you've retired? Have you ever had like an opportunity to invest in something and either
I think
did it or missed it.
Well, I missed one.
What'd you
I know
miss?
Under Armour. I missed that.
Which one was
this
it?
thing, Under Armour.
Oh,
They had
Under
this
Armour.
thing called the Magic Show. And I don't think this guy probably remembers it. He approached me like, "Hey, I got this new product coming out," and the Magic Show was all these clothing people would come and the designers, and it was pushing this product. And I remember him coming to me and said, "Oh, I got this product. Oh, this is kind of some cool shit." And I went back to Houston, and totally forgot about it. And look, Under Armour.
Oh man,
It's not. I could have been part owner. I could have had some percentage of Under Armour. Who knows? But yeah,
we would not be doing this show. We would not be doing a podcast if you were part owner of Under Armour, who, by the way, almost practically owns the NFL now.
yeah.
God,
And for
everything's
me, I
Under
think-
Armour.
But only investments I think I've ever made
Well, we all have
homes I've owned.
we all have personal.
Homes where they doubled in price.
stuff
So,
like that. But like
so
the one,
that's about it.
the one that sticks out to me was the one. So Shaq's told a couple. Shaq missed on Starbucks because black people don't drink coffee.
That's a lie. That's a
why
lie.
he didn't invest in
That's a
Starbucks
lie.
because he's like,
That
I ain't
got
never
me-
seen a black
Hey,
person drink coffee.
That's a lie.
Don't you know there are more white folks than black folks?
That's a lie.
White folks got more money.
White folks will drink some coffee,
That's
man.
a
I'll tell you what. And then the other one was Ring, which they asked him to put in like a lot of money or something, and he was like, "Man, I don't know."
And missed out.
And and this is going to sound like a lot of money to us, but in Shaq terms, he put in like $1 million. And he was like, this should be enough to get, and then they ended up selling it to Amazon for 20 times the return. I'm like, he's like, if I'd have put in like 10, I'd have walked away with $200 million. And he didn't. He didn't believe in it.
My thing is, when it comes to, does he not, and this is something we probably should know, probably should have asked him at one point, like, does he not have people who can advise him on stuff like, hey, this is what this is going to look like?
Well,
This is
you
what-
have advisors, but at the end of the day, you have the last.
Of course,
last
yeah.
Sure, yeah.
But I mean, it's like,
yeah, I would
Sometimes
imagine
you go with
somebody-
your gut.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's if you got a feeling about something and go with it.
yeah, but most time that's just gas.
And I think
One of the,
I'm
it was
fine.
like one of the things that I did invest into. I'm thinking about when I first got into the NBA. I was scared. I didn't want to invest in nothing and all this. Home Depot was just coming out. I think it was just starting to be
Arthur
on the
Blank.
rise.
That would have been a good
and
one.
I didn't invest in Home Depot.
Oh.
I think.
So Arthur Blank, the owner of the Falcons, is one of the co-founders of that.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yep.
He has a lot of money.
Yeah.
He has a lot, he
He's
has
one
a
of the
lot of money
co-founders
now.
on Depot.
He's doing okay. He's doing okay. He's getting by. Donovan Mitchell this week, we had the story pop that he's crediting Stephen A. Smith with giving him the motivation. This was on $1 Million Worth of Game, which is a podcast. Mitchell revealed that Smith's criticism, not recruitment of him, is what spurred him on. He noted he stopped paying attention to media doubts in his second NBA season, which he saw as a sign of respect, helping him recognize his process. So I think we know the answer to this. Did you ever have a guy that kind of shit on you a little bit that motivated you? I think it was Dick Vitale, wasn't it?
Dick Vitale.
Yeah.
Called me the most overrated high school player in the country. Didn't even know me, never saw me play, and just saw that.
And
I
that was
said,
it.
"Fuck this." Yeah. And, we all pick out people, and then when I saw Dick, I told him, and he says, "No, I didn't say that." I said, "Motherfucker, I got the article
I got it on
in my
tape.
Monopoly box at my mama's house."
We know what else is in the Monopoly
You
box.
know what
too,
else in the
so
Monopoly box?
Let's not dive into that black hole. No pun intended. Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those things. You use every little thing. It's almost like the program. You remember them old movie, The Program?
It's a great movie, by the way.
the guy like,
Underrated
"Oh, you-
college football movie.
You the dude that talked about my mama.
Yep.
And like you find everything that you can. You even make up shit sometimes.
Well, that was
to
Jordan,
motivate you.
notorious, right? He used to make up shit, everything. It's like some
I know
guy
Shaq-
didn't
didn't
shake
Shaq
your
make
hand.
up
Oh,
the
he hates
story?
me. Yeah, he's
Did
like,
Shaq do that about David Robinson too? He made up the story about David Robinson not shaking his hand.
Oh, yeah.
oh yes, he did. You're absolutely right. He admitted that. Yeah, no, he was like, yeah, no, I made that up. Question from Kevin. Rob, have you ever found yourself in a situation where you were unqualified to be somewhere, but you had to do it anyway? It's the story of the Olympic breakdancer from Australia that went super viral. Did you see the fucking breakdancer from Australia?
I don't understand.
That was great, by the way. And the memes on this have
Dead
been
fish.
out of control. They've been so good. So, like, yeah, you were unqualified for the job, but had to do it. Have you ever, like, what did you feel like your first day on TV? Because you had to feel like a little bit of an imposter. Not that you weren't qualified, but like if you've never done it before.
Well, I was green, and I was like, okay, what do I do? Do I just talk about basketball? Do I say a lot? Do I not say a lot? So if you go back and look at me when I first started at Spectrum, and you could probably count the number of words I say, it's probably like 100. And now it's like, 3,000. And
Right.
so it's a confidence thing. So it wasn't the fact that, I was making sure that I didn't curse. I was trying to make sure I said the right thing, trying to make sure I didn't say some slang. Now I don't give a shit. I say what the hell I want to say. So that was first. Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those opportunities where you're like, it's not that you're unqualified.
Yeah.
Just I've
because
never
I didn't
done
go to school
I've
for it.
never
I was
done
never
it.
taught.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How much media training did you do or go through? Because I know that like professional athletes usually have the option to do that.
Zero.
None?
None.
Okay. So I guess that wasn't really a big thing when you got into the league. Because I know now, I think it's like a lot of agents and stuff put that on their clients.
Yeah.
Like
they
if
do
you're going
that.
to, you got to be able to represent yourself and talk to the media and answer questions.
Coaching,
Yeah,
they do
all
all
that.
these things
Yeah.
now. And for me, I wish I would have, just so I'd be a little bit better at what I do. But now I don't give a shit. So it's not like I know you say, well, you can do it now. I don't give a shit now.
But isn't that the goal though? The goal is to not give a shit because then that's
Yeah.
that's you being you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's you being authentic. But it's the
But that
idea of
also-
learning how
yeah.
to do it.
Exactly. And then the station also has to get to know who you are, and then they let you do who you are.
Cater stuff to you, create
Yeah,
little bits and stuff for you.
Like we have a bit called Good Cop, Bad Cop, where I play the bad cop, and I shit on everybody on the Lakers.
Good for you.
Like I talk about
Really?
everybody.
Good
yeah,
for you.
But it was really popular for like 3 or 4 years, and all of a sudden we stopped doing it. I guess because I don't know, somebody from the Lakers.
Somebody got in their feelings. Yeah.
got caught up in their feelings.
That's
Because
absolutely right.
It was a funny bit though, I would wear the glasses and everything. I wear the hat and like so.
Darvin Ham got all upset. He stormed into LeBron's office. And demanded
LeBron's office. I caught that.
Thank you. Question from Dak. Rob, what do you think is
Prescott?
going to happen with Cee Dee Lamb's deal in Dallas?
Yep, that is.
I made up the name. I just made up the name because I wanted to ask you about Cee Dee Lamb's deal. So this is a made-up question from Dak. Wanting to know, Jerry Jones doesn't seem to have much urgency in getting his deal done. And I know he's a friend of the family, isn't he? He's
He's a friend of the family. And, it's weird, though, because, Dallas has been notorious for not giving guys their contract, saying, fuck you, we'll wait, because Jerry Jones got more money than anybody in the world. He's I'm going to sit on my shit.
Yeah.
This brand, hey, you forget about it. We just had a Netflix on our cowgirls, our cheerleaders.
Yes.
I'm making money off that shit. So
Yes.
I think for me, he's just going to just sit back and play the waiting game because at the end of the day, CD's supposed to make $17 million this year. And so you think about it, if you don't step on that field, who's the winner in this situation?
Yeah, for real. He ain't got to pay you.
And who's the loser? Yeah.
And it's not just CD. Michael Parsons.
Yeah.
You got a couple of people. You got a few.
And Micah
people,
Parsons is a big deal.
Yeah,
Not
you
that
got a
CD
few.
isn't, but
Yeah, your pass rusher is a big deal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it to you like this: the Cowboys aren't going to be able to do anything until Jerry Jones moves on to glory.
well, that's always been, right?
But I mean, really, because do they have to do anything with CD now? No, because he has 1 year left, and that's this season.
Yeah.
But I do think you are setting a precedent, and you're not. I don't know if Jerry is doing things in good faith. We all know that CD is one of the best receivers in the league, and obviously from an ownership standpoint, he doesn't have to do anything. It's the same thing with Brandon Ayuk in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, it's not sitting well with some of your guys. It's not going to end up sitting well with Michael Parsons. You're going to have a frustrated receiver, which you already do have, and you're going to have a frustrated pass rusher. And this stuff is just.
By the way, two of the most dynamic weapons on your team.
It says something that's the way you do business. I'm not saying that you have to do it because he has another year on his deal, but he's seen Justin Jefferson get a deal. He's gonna see a couple of other people get a deal, and he's looking around like, dog, why can't some of these dudes have gotten deals with years left on their contract? He's looking around like,
Yeah, you're walking me up to the finish line here. Yeah.
But you also got to understand the organization you're with too. They're a more friendly organization. No, and I think with CD's situation, he was looking at everybody else's contract, and as much as he's used and as much as he has the opportunity, to get that one hit, So I think for me, I'm gonna be like Cee Dee. I'm like, yeah. When the season starts and you realize Dak ain't got nobody to throw that bitch to,
Yeah, exactly.
get him out of trouble, you're gonna realize how important I am. And then Mike Parsons say, you know what? I'm gonna do the safe bet. I'm gonna wait to see what Cee Dee get. And so, okay, you gave Cee Dee. I'm just throwing this number.
That market's different.
Yeah, but still.
80 million?
Yeah.
I want 90 million.
Well, Micah's
that's a different market.
Yeah,
It's different
Micah's market is
offense,
actually his market is a little higher than CD's.
Yeah,
because they pay pass rushers a little more.
Yeah.
On average.
But that's why I'm saying I'm going to wait though. You don't want to do a deal before that guy do a deal and end up being
right.
lower.
And then shoot yourself in the foot.
But Micah looking at guys like Myles Garrett and other major pass rushers around the league to see what their contract look like and what they got.
Aaron
I want
Donald.
that too. Yeah.
Those type of deals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, like I said, both of those guys, arguably two of your best weapons on both sides of the football. So what the hell are you doing, Dallas? All right, let's do a very quick audio of the week, and we'll wrap up shoot around. The Tennessee Titans aren't expected to win a lot this year. But we did have longtime Titans play-by-play voice Mike Keith, who was on the call for a preseason game against the 49ers. This was over the weekend, alongside the analyst Dave McGinnis, who's known as Coach Mac, who's a real Southern guy. And he dropped this on them, and they have never heard this before in their lives. And I wanted to test Rob's Southern vernacular. If I could find it. Oh, here you go. Ready?
Tear up Jack and skin Jenny on them.
What? Zentner over end punt is going to land at the 6 and go into and through. What did you just say? Into and through the end zone for a touchback.
Said you wanted to tear up Jack and skin Jenny. You ever see a mule team?
No.
That you work hard?
I mean, I've seen a mule team, but I mean, what is
mule
that?
team, Jack and Jenny.
That's what is that what they're always called?
Yeah.
Jack and Jenny.
Yeah, so if you're working real hard, you tore them up. That's what we wanted to do to this team. I'm going to give you a glossary of these things, Mike, so you can be ready.
I mean, what does that even mean? I mean, it doesn't sound good. You know that, right?
No, I thought it sounded great. Rhett liked it.
Tore up Jack to skin Jenny. Have you, Southern gentlemen, ever heard that?
No, that's country as hell.
Dude,
I know when he said tore up means. I know Jack and Jenny is the what you call the jackasses, but
yeah, the mules. Yeah,
yeah. But
yeah,
I've never used it together like that. That's like he said. In Jack and Jenny, he's talking about a male and a female donkey.
Okay.
Tore up. I know what tore up means, but I don't think he should be using the way
he's using it
for football right now.
Okay. So I guess my question would be, what's the southernmost phrase you still use? 'Cause I'll tell you, as a kid raised in Jersey, who still has a lot of New York and New Jersey in him, I've got a lot of y'alls in me these days. You live in Atlanta long enough, all of a sudden everybody starts, y'all need to go clean up them toys. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Man, I have a lot, man. Y'all is one.
I got a lot. I got a few reckons in me too every now and then.
Yeah. What's the one I said the other day? Candace just started laughing. I can't think of what it was. Damn, man.
Your southern roots got to pop out every now and then.
All the time, because sometimes we just talked about it. I say some stuff on the show and they look at, what does that mean?
That's an Alabama thing.
From the dirty South is what it means, I can't think of anything right now.
Do you have one maybe that like your folks use a lot or?
No, not really.
Okay, all right. Well, this is a bad question.
Y'all.
That's not a bad question. I just now if you watch, I'm gonna text you.
You're gonna text me when the show's over. Yeah, which is the best time to put content together is when the show's done. Yeah, and you're in China, and you'll be like, I'm texting you from the plane. Here's what I thought. China. I don't know why I turned into Trump there for no reason.
I know.
I'm trying to figure that out.
Sorry, but no, I've got everything. And by the way, the Northeast was always use. Everything was use, and now it's y'all. So I'm just, I'm slowly degrading into a Southerner.
Interesting.
Well, you'd be here for 16 years. All of a sudden, you're reckoning things you never reckoned before.
Yeah.
You ain't got shit, so what are we even doing? Why are we continuing?
I ain't got, like Spaceball. We ain't found shit.
We ain't found shit. Which, by the way, I hope, and they're making Spaceballs too. Josh Gad is leading the way and writing it with Mel Brooks, who, God bless his heart, is 99 years old.
Yeah.
I really, really hope that this doesn't become History of the World Part 2. Because you watched that, didn't you, on Hulu? Didn't you watch History of the World Part 2? And you were like, eh. And I went and watched it, and I was like, eh.
Yeah.
Kind of tarnishes the legacy of the original a little bit for me.
Correct.
So Spaceballs 1, so good. That and jokes like that probably can't fly now if you do Spaceballs 2. Like, you can't do the two black guys with a pick. We ain't found shit. I mean, you can't do that. So
You should.
you should. I guess the question is, how good is it going to be? I hope they don't crap all over the original. Oh, I hope.